Hello friends, those back pages here. I hope you're well. It's January 31st, 2024, and today is the last day for the nominations for your own personal YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And I was on the fence about placing a vote, my ballot, I guess. And shout out to Dustin and Blake, fellow YouTube Hall of Fame member. Came up with a great idea. I guess it's kind of an homage to him because it's in my car. I haven't done a car video in a while, and I just thought it was nice and nice change of pace. And he came up with a great idea that I'll elaborate on in a minute. The YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame started in 2018 by your friend and mine, baseball collector Mike. And it was started with very good intentions as a way to go ahead and spread the word for your fellow YouTube content creators, many of who you might not know, especially at the time. Remember, this is 2018, and things were a lot different in 2018 than they are now in 2024, both in YouTube land and in the hobby. A lot has changed since 2020, the pandemic, the explosion, and the coming back down to reality, I guess some call it, or more realistic collecting prices, as I like to say. And it's funny because, and I've said this many times, you hear people say, oh, well, you know, the hobby's dying, it's crashing and everything else. And I think personally that's more of a reflection on what the individual who's making the statement has to say on that matter, what they are purchasing / collecting, flipping, hoarding, wherever you want to phrase it, it's fine. I mean, there's all types of people involved in the card hobby. Some don't call it a hobby, for some it's a business, and that's fine, because we all have to get our cards from somebody, right? So what I may or may not like, any particular genre or how they choose to hobby, I might not care for it, but it is what it is. They're not that, you know, those particular aspects of the hobby are not going away. So we march on, we keep collecting. And I know the things that I want to collect, that I'm searching out for, are not cheaper. Or if they are cheaper, it's only because I wasn't paying attention to them when they were higher priced, if that makes sense. A year ago, I couldn't name any Da Vinci cards or Ben Franklin. I knew Lincoln was in Ginter and stuff like that. I mean, the basics, the very basics. And I still have miles and miles to learn, and that's why I'm so enthralled with the hobby, and it's something that never gets old for me. I try to learn something new every day. Anyway, back to the subject of this video, the sports card, the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, which started in 2018, and it how do I say this? It, as many of you know, long time, people that have followed my channel, it really brings out a lot of ugly in a lot of people. And it's a shame, because the whole point of it is to spread awareness of channels you might not know. That is the bottom line. I mean, it going on 6 years ago. I know when it first started, I was only into the hobby in this reincarnation for it's less than a year at that time, this channel. And I think that a lot of it's been fantastic. Again, without rehashing the whole, how some people feel about it and how some people don't. It is what it is. I mean, you have to enjoy what you enjoy in this particular YouTube community. So Dustin and Blake, Dustin he made his nomination, and he made some very great points. So go ahead and give his channel, give his ballot a look. But I'm totally gonna hijack it or cop it or however, copy. He nominated one person, and I agree with him. And he went over why, and making my own addition to it. One is better than zero. And my nomination, first, a couple other things. When we first started this, when Mike first started this, I think it was I think it was the second year. I should have gone, typical me, I should have gone and, excuse me, I should have gone and looked this up. But there were there was the nominees for the Hall of Fame, and then there was the Joe Ryan 30 Good Guy Award, and the Affleck, Alfark, I always met Alfark, I'll just say Affleck 77 award, which was the Joe Ryan 30 fan Good Guy Award. Joe Ryan 30 fan Good Guy Award was for a member of our community that had passed away. He made content, thankfully, for his family's sake to see at any time, and he was very supportive in everyone's videos, commenting and live videos, live chats, and everything. And then the Arflax 77 award was created, I guess, to highlight a long-standing member in the YouTube card community. Somebody that has been making videos probably, I think, more than a decade. The true OGs. So my YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame nomination for this year is going to Rated Rookie. I can't do it. Scratchy voice. But Rated Rookie Josh is getting my nod this year. And I've known Josh a long time. His content is steady. Like everyone else, he could probably make more content, but his collection is stellar. And if you don't know who Rated Rookie is, he takes his name after the great Donruss trademark, I guess, but Rated Rookie. So Josh gets my nomination for this year's Hall of Fame. The Arflax 77 award, my nomination, and again, these probably, I'm not even sure Josh is, if Jake is doing this anymore, but I'm going to nominate one for each category because why not? The Arflax 77 is going to go to Dave Archer. Josh Johnson 55, Dave Archer, he changed his name a couple times. Dave, like myself, he marches to the beat of a different drummer. And he doesn't give any Fs. And you'll learn a lot by watching his stuff. He's very dedicated to his collecting. And he's a good dude, and I've known him a long time. Not that that means anything, but... And then the Joe Ryan 30 fan award, my nomination is going to be... and that award is for like a good guy, like it says, a good guy in the hobby. Somebody, who deserves recognition, and that's going to be... Another friend of mine is going to be Canadian Cards, Mike, who's a really good dude. You get to know him, he's a really good dude. So, and he's a close friend of mine. But hey, the whole point of this, this community and this hobby is to make good friends. I think I've reiterated this a billion times. You can't
You cannot have enough friends in this hobby. I mean, it's great to shop on, and I'll say this in closing. It's great to shop on eBay 24/7. Oh, I got a great steal on eBay 24. Yeah, but that's great and all, but it's the friends you make. You know, it's the lifelong friendships you form, and you're not going to get along with everybody. That's just the nature of the beast. But you find your people, and you're going to get along with them, and you're going to, you know, it goes beyond cardboard sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it goes beyond cardboard. So, again, you know, I'm sitting in the Target parking lot where I left a bunch of retail wax. I left it behind for the kids because it's just overpriced. And yeah, let me go ahead and get this loaded up. So for the deadline is tonight, I believe, at midnight. So you still have a couple of hours, depending on when this uploads. But you still have a couple of hours to get your vote in. To vote, you have to be making videos for at least a year. You have to make a video response, ballot, and to nominate someone for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, that person had to have been making content for at least 3 years. So, I mean, I'm sure you all know Jake. You know, Legends Never Die, formerly known as the Ticket Leprechaun. If I remember, I'll try to leave a link in the description. So, hope you have a great day.